This is a bit of an unusual video for the channel, but I've been thinking about where to go from here. I started this channel not too long ago, and mostly because of my Cairn videos, I'm already up to almost 100 subs and plenty of views in such a short time. I am extremely grateful and honestly didn't expect so much great feedback. Thank you so much. Getting to 100 subs feels massive, although at the time of this recording we are not quite there just yet. I will obviously continue to make content on Cairn. I absolutely love the game and can't wait to see what the devs add next. But what is next for the channel? I am not a one-game person. I know focusing on one thing would probably help the channel grow faster, but it would burn me out. I play all kinds of games, from Cairn to Elite Dangerous, X4 Foundations, Ark Raiders, The Long Dark, DayZ, which is my most played game of all time, Armor Reforger or The Witcher. My Firewatch Let's Play is wrapping up, with the last 2 episodes releasing soon. Now, I know, Let's Plays seem like a thing of the past and live streaming is where it's at. But I'm old, at least I feel old, and I still enjoy watching them. So I'll be continuing to do that, even knowing it's not the easiest way to attract a huge audience. It's just something I personally enjoy. I am also thinking about releasing a Let's Play of Cairn. It won't be a blind playthrough, since I have plenty of hours in the game already, but maybe some people might enjoy watching a relaxed, calm and structured gameplay. I also have a few ideas for new Cairn videos that are a bit more complicated to film. I'll keep those in mind and see if I can collect the footage I need. So, Cairn will still be covered, but what else is coming in the next few months? There are plenty of new titles this year I'm interested in, but I also want to work on my backlog. Since I'm a huge sci-fi fan, there are a couple of games I finally plan to cover. 2 of them are Deliver Us the Moon and Deliver Us Mars. They've been on my must playlist for a long time. They are relatively short and, from what I know, very good story titles. So yeah, those 2 games should be coming soon, hopefully. Another game I have wanted to play for what feels like an eternity is the 2017 release of the classic Prey. I played about 2 hours of it back in 2017, but stopped for some reason. It was made by Arkane Studios, who are now unfortunately closed, but they were one of my favorite studios with the Dishonored series. Those games are still among my all-time favorites. I've heard Prey is pretty damn amazing, so I'm excited to dive back in at some point. Outer Wilds. Oh, Outer Wilds. Another game I've wanted to play for so long. Everything I hear about it is, well, it's supposed to be a masterpiece and exactly down my alley. I really need to finally play that game. Seriously, I feel like I'm missing out. Then there is Aphelion, which I want to cover as soon as it releases this spring. It's a new sci-fi adventure blending exploration and stealth from Don't Nod, the makers of Jusant and Life is Strange. Hopefully I will be covering that on release day. I'm really looking forward to this game. Other than that, I'm thinking about some IRL footage from my bouldering sessions, but that's a maybe for later. I will be covering all sorts of games, things I find interesting, things I enjoy playing, and doing reviews on them. I will still release episodic Let's Plays, even if barely anyone watches them. I'm aware I'm not taking the easiest route to growth, but I want to enjoy what I'm doing. To me, that's the most important part of this whole endeavor. Also, I do go live every now and then on YouTube and Twitch. No schedule there, it usually happens relatively spontaneous. And I regularly write about games and post short reviews and opinions on X. So if you're still listening, thank you. Thank you for watching, for subscribing and for leaving your comments. I've thoroughly enjoyed this short journey so far, and let's see where it brings us next.